So my original plan for today's video was to start a grind for an albino grizzly bear, so I was going to kind of do the same thing that we've been doing with whitetail over on Layton, just shooting pretty much every male and hoping for respawns, but I did decide to go into multiplayer yesterday just to see if I could get lucky, and, well, you've seen the thumbnail by now. Not only is that an albino grizzly bear, but it's a male, which means it's going to be able to fit in the, I don't actually know what it's called, but it's the 2 grizzly bear fighting multimount. I haven't even touched my own map yet. I'm in multiplayer, and the reason is I was planning on saving my own map for a video, kind of just like grinding for an albino grizzly, and we're not even going to get that far. We already have exactly what I want. Now, I'd love one that scores a little higher, but the fact that it's a male is plenty for me, so I'm going to cross. I believe you can cross right here. Because I don't actually have the 300. I only have... Actually, I have the M1 still. Because I still have tents on me. I've been, like, doing so much whitetail hunting and, like, trying to grind for them that I've been moving my tents around, and I just have left the room in my inventory to be able to do that. So, I haven't been carrying the 300. But, grizzly bears are actually a class 7 animal, which means the M1 can take them. I just need to get over here where we have a nice, like, frontal angle. And if I can hit it right, we can get a hard shot and drop them. I think this actually is going to be the best spot we can do it. So we'll walk into 150, but how cool does that look? Just resting up there in the trees. This is literally the second server I joined. The first server I went down through the same area, no albinos. Second server, exactly what I want is sitting right there. So I want to find a diamond or a melanistic eventually to go with it. But that is the hard shot. That is an albino grizzly bear down. And yeah, I mean, even though I didn't get to touch my own map as far as, you know, hunting for grizzly bear and starting to, like, grind for them to get respawns, certainly more grizzly bear hunts are going to be coming in the future because I want to find a diamond or I want to find a melanistic for that multi-mount because I've wanted one of these for so long. Like, Yukon came out almost a year ago, and I really, really wanted to get a diamond, or not a diamond, I wanted a diamond grizzly too, but I really wanted an albino grizzly, and I guess this entire time, like, they haven't been able to spawn, or maybe they just never made them until just recently, I don't know. But, to finally get one, and for it to be a male for that multi-mount is so cool. They just look really, really neat. I love the look of them. I think the, like, the albino skin for these looks amazing. Nice heart shot with the M1. Obviously just a silver, but I'm over the moon with that kill. Literally, I didn't even get to start my grind for that, and it's finished. I can't wait to get the counterpart for that multi-mount. So yeah, that means we have half of the multi-mount done. But I still want to get a melanistic, or I want to get a diamond. I guess 2 albinos would look pretty cool in that as well, but I would like the contrast of, like, 2 different fur types. So we're still pretty much going to be shooting all of our males. We're just not any longer going for an albino. We're actually going for basically one of the other 2. So I don't know. Grizzly bears usually flee pretty quick. I don't know that we can manage to get 2 of them like we've been able to do with the whitetail, but I'm going to try that. So that's going to be the thing with these. I think we did get a lung there, but they're going to stand up on their back feet, which is going to make follow-up shots quite difficult because it's a really quick thing. They stand up, then they drop down and just flee. So I don't know how much of that we're going to be able to do, but the more males we can take out, the better. It's going to be the exact same concept as we're working on with Layton, just trying to kill as many as we can. I'd love to get a diamond. I actually think I kind of want that a little more than a melanistic male, but if we can get either of those, whether it's today or whether we're just making progress towards respawns, I'm going to be really happy. But starting off with a gold. Decent little level 6. And that guy actually really didn't run that far. So the good thing is, even though a lot of times we're probably only making single lung shots, they do flee quite slowly, which means tracking should not be a huge deal. We shouldn't, like, lose a lot of time to tracking. And, hopefully that means we can take out good numbers. Like I said, it's probably going to be a respawn game. I don't expect to run into a diamond or a melanistic anytime soon because I have hunted my grizzly bear, like, population, and I don't think I have anything good out here. I believe we actually had a mythical somewhere over there one time that we didn't kill on the stream, but other than that, I don't really know of anything that I'd be expecting. I was actually thinking, though, I hosted my multiplayer since the last time I've really hunted grizzly bear, and we just had like an open lobby and kind of shot everything for a long time, so there could potentially be like respawns of any grizzly that were shot during that. I actually don't know like what was shot, but I know I started during grizzly time because it was actually when I shot that one leucistic bison. But if I'm right, every single grizzly bear in this zone is a female, which is kind of unfortunate. But we'll just go ahead and drop one. I guess if we can get a rare female grizzly bear as a respawn, that would be great. But I'm actually going to leave that there. And we're going to go down to this zone, because the spot at the end of this little river is one of my favorites. Got at least one male in there, and probably other bears that are hiding around here. But I think that's the only male, which is kind of unfortunate, and I would say rare. A lot of times I get a couple of males here. That'll be a lung hit. And, I mean, you can see why, like, this is where we shot the albino, and you can see why it's such a good spot for the rest zones as well. Because you got all those bears that drink right there, all the bears that drink right here where we are, and then they just rest, like, all along the hillsides here. So, quite honestly, now it would be more difficult, but when there's not snow, especially the albinos just stick out so easily. But yeah, we'll go claim those two, and then I think we're going to go to this little spot right here, because this chunk of the river as well, I think a lot of bears can drink at. But we have our male, which I shot just under his heart. Actually, he was starting to stand up to be alert, so we maybe could have got the heart if he didn't do that. But the one nice thing is, like, doing the grizzly bear where we're looking for a rare aura diamond, every male we shoot is actually like a worthwhile, like, I don't know, is worth the time spent to shoot it and get the respawn, because that could be the one that respawns as a rare. So it's kind of nice just, I don't know, feeling like every single kill is actually doing something. Although maybe the females aren't really helping us with respawns very much. Man, I have no shortage of female bears on this map. There's finally a male that I apparently spooked before that. I don't think he's melanistic, but on that snow backdrop, he actually does look quite dark, so I don't know. There's a chance that I got something good enough that he's gonna die. But got a couple of caribou over here. I know bears will drink all the way down this end as well, but I actually don't see any other ones, so I might go ahead and drop that better male that was in here. If he would ever actually turn, there we go. We'll just take him, because I think there might be somewhere I can cross here. Might be able to just get across the water there, but I don't see any other grizzly bears down here. I know I've had, like, servers in multiplayer for sure where there's way more bears back this way, but I'm kind of half excited to go see what that one we shot was. And then we'll get our caribou too. Yeah, I can see from here he's actually just a common, but kind of figured just against the snow backdrop it really looked like it could have been a little bit darker. And he's not even the dark variant, he's just the normal like brown, but actually got both vertebrae there. That's what killed him so quick. And then our caribou should actually be right over here. And he's certainly nothing special, but if we're going to be hunting like these areas anyway, we might as well shoot caribou for respawns. You never know what we could get out of doing that. But I think I want to check like these lakes and these lakes, but I want to have a little more time for that. This is like a perfect amount of time to go check up by the bridge here. So we're going to do that and then end up resetting the time. I guess it shouldn't really surprise me, but 2 more female bears. That's going to be it for this spot. So it could also be like that not a ton of grizzly bears got shot and we're kind of missing respawns, and maybe like by doing this hunt next time we'll have a lot more because they will have respawned. But right now I know it feels like we're lacking. I must have shot that straight in the vertebrae as well, unless maybe I reached a lung. Oh, there were 3 under the bridge. Female, female, and female. Well, not exactly exciting, but honestly, that was a pretty decent shot. I'm glad I did that. Pretty sure I got that in the neck. Ooh, it was actually brain. But not bad from just up on the bridge. I'm kind of hoping, like, I know caribou will drink further up north here, so I'm going to look. Yeah, we got another bear and more caribou out this way, but again, with the just female grizzly, we're going to shoot them because, I mean, why not at this point, but just not a lot of males on my map. But we did actually get this one in the vitals, so I must have just missed the neck and ended up through one of the lungs. I want to see how close that was. Oh, actually, I was way high on that. That was quite lucky. But we'll go ahead and get this other female, because you can cross, like, straight out to this. So it's not like it's going to take us any time to get there. And then that'll allow us to see most of the way up, where I've seen other drink zones, and we should be able to tell if there's any more bears up this way, but we'll see if we can get that heart shot. Not quite, but double-lunged it for sure. Oh man, we missed it by literally not even an inch. It's like almost touching one of the aortas there, which would have given it to us, but not like it matters. We literally only need to hit a lung. That would have been full quick kill on the old system as well, but I see no more bears drinking up through here, and it is pretty much the end of their drink time, so I think we're going to go reset the time. I said I want to go to this little spot, these 2 lakes, these 3 lakes, and then maybe these ones in the south. I believe that's where one of those mythicals that I mentioned at the beginning actually drinks, but I'll probably go to this one first because that'll require a bit of a run, and it should let them get into their zones. Well, not really what I was meaning to do, but by waiting a minute before leaving, there's a random level 5 that just chills under the bridge here that isn't actually the bridge I need, but I can go over there and get him. So let's try a heart shot again. What? What happened on the first shot? I don't understand how that could have missed. We got lungs anyway, but that was weird. Well, that was effective in finding us 3 new bear drink zones, because all 3 of those had their own zone. Where was my first shot? I actually don't understand. Maybe it was too low? I thought I was in, like, this area. It was only 180 meters, so I have no clue. I think both of these bears are solo, so I'm not going to bother going over there. Like, I do want to get to that other spot, and they are just the females, so not really the respawns that we're after. But good to have the zones anyway. There's even another male here, and, like, we had to cross this bridge to get to the last spot we went, like where we shot the caribou and stuff, before we went on the tall bridge, so I don't know where he was then. But I cannot make a hard shot, but luckily it's still killing him. 0.4 away from a gold level 6, and we were a little too far right, so that one makes sense. At least my shots are impacting when I think they should. So that first spot didn't pan out, and I actually thought this one wasn't going to either, but at least there's a female hidden in the trees back here. I can't... There we go, I got her spotted, so go for that. Finally landed a heart shot again. I don't know, I guess it's probably just been me, but some of the shooting has felt really weird, especially those shots that aren't seeming to hit. But yeah, we got that one, and then this lake tends to be slightly better for bears, so hopefully some chances of getting a male for once. But yeah, barely got the heart shot on that one. Like, it actually looks further away from the heart than that one shot that didn't hit the heart. But we'll go take a look at this lake, and it looks like we're dealing with the exact same thing. So just another solo female, and I think this time a neck shot's probably the smartest thing to go for. Just because the range was a little bit weird, I figured I'd end up missing the heart anyway. But at least we can maybe hope for respawns. Okay, that worked. I think that front one should be a male. Yeah. Okay. If we can get him, that'll work. I'll just quickly explain what just happened after I spot that bear, which is another male. Get that 0 for 150. He'll probably stop again because he, for some reason, seems to want to do that, or I don't know where we hit him, but that works. Okay, so I spotted this tent. I saw, like, this drink zone right here for the bears, which means I need to move that tent eventually. but I sort of just ran way up there into the trees, like 200 meters. Fast travel back, and the bears were there. That's a pretty consistent way of getting animals to appear. So if you have a zone like right where your tent is, or within, I would say within about 100 to 150 meters, you have to run, I don't know, a pretty decent distance. I don't know exactly what it is to actually get them to show up. And then I just fast travel back to make it a little quicker, and that was rather effective. We got more male bears here than we have in the last like half hour. So where do we hit this? Perfect heart shot as he was on the trot at us. 0.2 away from actually getting a gold out of him. There might actually be more bears to drink over on that end. Sometimes there are. But we got to get the 5 we shot too. Just barely got the lung there. They have that huge liver, which is also nice. Got a lot of like leeway to shoot a bit far back, but anyway, as far as I can tell up there, there's no more bears, but we'll try out these 2 lakes. I mean, if nothing else, we're getting the drink zones, but so many like solo females today. Hi. That was nice of you to show up right before I shot. So neither of those shots were that good, but mainly I just need him dead. I don't know if I got spinal cord there or what, but there's probably a drink zone for that guy over there somewhere. But I'll worry about that later. A new bear will probably respawn in there, and I can maybe get that at another point. Got another 2 there. That's one of the spots I pretty consistently get bear drink zones right over there in the grass. But if I'm right, this is bear number 15 for this hunt. And I think we might be leaving it at that. This guy, of course, would have been a gold, but we shot a little bit too far forward, too high, and then, yeah, we got the spinal cord there to actually drop him immediately. But yeah, I think we're going to leave it at that. I don't have any other, like, super quick spots to go check. At least, not that I can think of. Like, there's a bunch more of the map we need to do. Like, I want to go down this, like, these areas eventually, and just kind of figure out where most of my bears live and try to get, like, a good route to run. Especially for getting male respawns, because so many of the bears we shot today were female, but it's a good start. And of course we have the albinos, so we're gonna head back to the trophy lodge. So I still can't get in my main lodge, but that actually looks pretty cool and gives you a pretty good perspective of how big the grizzly bear are. Like twice as tall as the whitetail when he's standing on his hind legs, but pretty cool. Definitely we need to do more grizzly bear hunts and try to get that melanistic or diamond male to do in the multi-mount, but for now, I couldn't even put it together and show it because there are no massive platforms in, like, the Spring Creek Manor Lodge. So, until I can get my other lodge, not a big deal that we actually can't do that multi-mount. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this video. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.